This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Peter Dubois. First tonight, a former Holton resident is expected to plead guilty to manslaughter this week.
Leanne Daigle was arrested in Massachusetts in June in connection with the discovery of a baby that was found abandoned in a gravel pit more than 35 years ago. A neighbor's dog discovered the child in Frenchville back in 1985 and carried it home. Authorities determined the baby had been abandoned in sub-zero weather, but it took decades before they had enough evidence to make an arrest. Daigle was originally charged with murder, but she is expected to plead guilty to the lesser charge of manslaughter. She'll appear in a Holton courtroom on Thursday.
Meanwhile, Maine Attorney General Aaron Frey says he made a, quote, error in judgment. He said that in connection with his delay in disclosing a relationship with a worker whom he supervised for months. The Democrat issued a statement late on Tuesday in which he said Chief Deputy Attorney General Christopher Taub will supervise the worker moving forward as the personal relationship continues. Frey says it was an error in judgment that he didn't take the step sooner to, quote, ensure that we have appropriate boundaries, end quote. The Republican minority leader in the Maine House says he has concerns about Frey serving in the position after the admission.
Well, Maine Senate Republicans held a press conference this afternoon to shed more light and give more details on 6 bills involving vaccine mandates as well as religious and philosophical exemptions that were the subjects of a 12-hour public hearing on Monday. All senators who attended the press conference agree it is time to remove vaccine mandates and implement exemptions.
We deserve a religious exemption from these vaccines. We deserve a personal philosophy exemption from these vaccines. It is discrimination, no matter how you look at it.
Senator Marianne Moore of Washington County states that Maine is one of only 6 states that do not allow non-medical vaccine exemptions.
Representative Chad Perkins announced earlier today that his bill, LD 1242, an act to eliminate certain motor vehicle inspections, will have a public hearing tomorrow. The bill would repeal certain statutory provisions requiring inspections for motor vehicles registered in the state of Maine, except those registered for commercial motor vehicles, trailers, and semi-trailers. Representative Perkins said in a statement, quote, data shows that having your vehicle inspected or uninspected has no bearing on whether or not it is involved in a motor vehicle accident. Average people cannot always afford to fix minor defects that do not affect performance, operability, or passenger safety. It is time to review this policy in light of the fact that we already have an unsafe vehicle law on the books, end quote. Again, the Committee on Transportation will hold that public hearing tomorrow at 1 p.m. at the State House in room 126.
And a public hearing today focused on a proposed bill that aims to provide relief to homeowners impacted by rising property taxes. Our Matthew Jurancic has that story.
Republican Representative Austin Theriault of Fort Kent says he wants to save homeowners money with his bill, an act to increase the homestead exemption to $50,000.
There's not a day that goes by that I don't meet somebody at the restaurant or the grocery store and they're asking me, what are we going to do about property taxes? Property taxes are getting out of control.
Should this bill become law, property tax exemptions for homesteads would increase from $25,000 to $50,000 beginning on or after April 1st, 2024. It would also add provisions increasing the rate of state reimbursements to municipalities that lost any revenue. During the public meeting, Winthrop resident John Nichols came to the podium to oppose the bill.
If my house gets jacked up to 3 times what I'm appraised at now, then the exemption becomes kind of a drop in the bucket. I have a feeling that the assessors could take that in mind and reassess my house at 3 or 4 times the current rating, and it would jump my taxes. It would double or triple my taxes.
Theriault says he'd like to get more public input on how to improve the proposed law.
The gentleman that came today testified on what he's seeing in his community. We're here to represent folks from all across the state, and we can only be the voice as long as they tell us what to do.
The bill will be worked on during the Taxation Committee's workshop session next Wednesday. In Augusta, Matthew Jurancic reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, it was an unforgettable day for students at Herman Middle School who got the chance to speak with a U.S. Senator. They've been learning how our government works in the classroom, and today they were visited by someone who helps make it all happen. Senator Susan Collins was invited to talk to 8th graders about her work in Washington. She told the students about her day-to-day duties and also encouraged them to follow their own dreams.
You can be whatever you want to be. If I can go from the halls of Caribou High School to the chambers of the United States Senate, it just proves that if you work hard, follow your dream, and are determined, you can achieve your goal.
Senator Collins says she was inspired to pursue a life in public service by her parents, who also served as town leaders in her hometown of Caribou. She said a visit with late Senator Margaret Chase Smith also inspired her. That's when she knew that even a young girl from northern Maine could one day become a leader.
Well, Maine was on the national stage today as First Lady Dr. Jill Biden visited Southern Maine Community College in South Portland. The tour highlighted workforce training and the state's free community college program. The First Lady got a first-hand look at the trade programs within SMCC. She toured the Precision Machining Lab, where students learn to fabricate metal parts, to the school's automotive garage, where a first-of-its-kind electric vehicle program is underway. Dr. Biden, who's a community college instructor herself in Virginia, didn't take any questions during the tour, but did highlight the importance of funding for those programs.
The Municipal Review Committee, which is the oversight committee that has been working to fundraise for the Hamden trash plant, has found a new company to manage the operation. Devin Dagnall explains.
It was announced Wednesday morning that the Municipal Review Committee has committed to exclusivity with Innovative Resources Recovery, also referred to as just Innovative.
They do share a lot of the same visions the MRC shares. They're very excited about this plant and what it can do, but they also show a lot more excitement over the plant being there, everything being brand new, and the potential of it even doing more than what it can already do.
According to the executive director of the MRC, Michael Carroll, Innovative had shown interest in taking over the Hamden trash plant in the past, but were not able to discuss a partnership with the MRC due to previous exclusivity agreements. At the present moment, Innovative is still looking over a few finer details before completely taking the reins, but MRC President Karen Fussell says she's confident the agreement will go through.
They did their review and analysis coming into this agreement, because as part of this agreement, they provided the MRC $350,000 deposit. They did enough background research to think that this looked like a good investment, was interesting to them, and had a lot of potential. So now they're doing the hard work, the numbers, the legal work.
According to Fussell, they hope the agreement will be finalized by June 2nd of this year. Carroll says after the plans are finalized, customers can expect the same service and rates for years to come.
Our current contracts, which we're going to assign, our members are locked in for 15 years at a rate with an annual CPI adjustment.
Devin Dagnall, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Very exciting to see Dr. Biden here in the state of Maine.
Yeah.
You know, it's a long trip. It's a long way up here, and it's great that she's, continuing that legacy of focusing on community college education and making the visit that she did.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's so much to highlight here in Maine, too, with the free community college program.
Yeah.
So really unique to have that here, and great to be highlighting it as well on a national level.
Absolutely. Something else we enjoy highlighting, at least when it's good,
yes,
is the weather.
Yeah, today, was overall better, I think, than expected.
For sure,
a little cooler, but we didn't really see that precipitation we were thinking that we might.
At least in this general area.
Right.
We don't know if there were spots of it here and there, but certainly here we were expecting it and didn't really see it, so not upset about it.
Exactly.
All righty, well, let's see what else is coming our way with a first check of our forecast.
Thank you so much, Beth and Peter. Happy Wednesday. Okay, Easter is around the corner. But first, we need to deal with this messy system. Lots of heavy snow up north, but for Greenville, Millinocket, we are getting some freezing rain and some wintry precipitation. For us, though, same story. Look at all this pink showing up. That is some wintry precipitation, some pretty heavy bands that will be moving on in very, very shortly, but lots of freezing rain into Canada, Ottawa, into Quebec. But Quebec will get a little bit more snow for us. wintry precipitation and then rain on the back end as temperatures really start to rise by tomorrow. Winds, though, right now not looking too bad. We are mostly at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. The coast, same thing. Machias does have a little bit more of a breeze at around 10 miles per hour. So wind gusts are closer to 15 to 20, so not looking too bad just yet. Temperatures earlier today, high temperature in those mid to upper 30s. The coast did have some 40s, even down south. Portland area in those mid-40s, so we did have a little bit more milder air make its way up, but not quite as mild as Washington, D.C. Look at that, 84 degrees right now. And then New York City on the flip side, only in the 40s. Tonight, though, we're going to continue to see that wintry mix with temperatures hovering close to the freezing mark. Beth and Peter?
All right, so potentially messy overnight kind of remains to be seen.
Absolutely. We'll keep an eye on that.
All right, well, coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, ROTC cadets were hosted by the Maine National Guard earlier today. We'll tell you why.
And they're putting the fun back in fundraiser at Husson University. We'll bring you there after the break.
Right now at Planet Fitness, you can get that big fitness energy for just $1 down, $10 a month. No commitment, cancel anytime. It's a great deal, and our 17 million members agree.
You can say that again.
Okay, as I said, you can join for just $1 down, $10 a month.
What a deal!
So turn your low energy into big fitness energy and enjoy tons of equipment in a clean and spacious, judgment-free zone to get that post-workout glow. So get going, or shall I say glowing? Join for just $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, April 5th.
Shop at Label Shopper for the latest designer fashions, all at 30 to 70% less than department stores. With prices this low and styles for everyone, you can get more of the brands you love. Label Shopper. Great clothes, great prices.
Honey, where's the countertop?
I sent it out to the granite shop this morning to be replaced.
Wow. The quickest turnaround in the business. The Granite Shop in Sedgwick.
There have been 80 years of drafts, thousands of names called.
Jerry Rice.
Eli Manning. Sauce Gardner.
But there's nothing like hearing yours.
A spectacular moment for this young man.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. The Maine Army National Guard hosted local ROTC and JROTC cadets for its Guard Day at the Bangor Army Aviation Support Facility. Maine Army National Guard units from around the state showcase their assigned missions, training, and equipment. The event introduces prospective officers and students to various career opportunities within the Army National Guard. Cadets got an up-close look at medical ambulances, tactical communication systems, armored security, and weapons of mass destruction response vehicles, as well as aviation assets and other various weapon systems.
It's essentially to get a little bit of more understanding and get a chance to talk to some people who are actually in the respective branches in the National Guard. We've got infantry, aviation here. We've got logistics, military police, and
Cadet Perry says the event is especially helpful to younger cadets who are still undecided about their career path.
Herman residents were invited to coffee and conversation with town councilors on Tuesday. Inside the council chambers on Billings Road, residents were invited to get to know Herman town councilors a little better. Two council members, Ron Murphy and Danielle Haggerty, were both on hand to talk with taxpayers about any concerns they have or things happening in Herman that they'd like more information on.
Sometimes people don't like to come to meetings because it's really hard for them to get to know the council. So we thought if we had just something that was coffee and conversation, they could come in, sit down, find out who we are, and maybe we can help answer some of their questions for them.
Residents who attended the gathering got to share their concerns about the divide between the town and the schools. They also heard more about the town's recent decision to sever ties with the Herman Volunteer Rescue Squad.
Well, a local university has brought back a fundraising opportunity with a twist. As part of Husson University's Giving Day, university students had the chance to win cash donations for the campus organization of their choice with the Husson Cash Cab. For a minimum donation of $5, students took a ride around campus and answered a series of questions with the chance to win an additional $25 donation.
I'd say my favorite part about today is Cash Cab. I get to hang out with the students, help promote the day with them here, and I love seeing them earn those extra dollars for their clubs.
Well, this year is only the second time the Cash Cab made its rounds around campus, but students say the tradition is here to stay. This year marked Husson's 5th annual Giving Day.
Definitely looks like a lot of fun there. The mascot really getting into it as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame you can't see through the mask well enough for the mascot to drive the cash cab, because that would be amazing, but perhaps a little dangerous.
Yep.
I don't know if the foot would stay on the gas pedal.
Yeah, you might just take off, but regardless, definitely a fun and creative way to help raise money for the different organizations.
Yeah, hopefully they were successful with that.
We hope so too.
Alrighty, well, there is much more coming up after the break. Stay with us.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota LO1 series is rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Powerful Kubota diesel engine, ease of operation, and your choice of a dependable Kubota gear or HST transmission. The durable Kubota LO1 series tractor. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo.
Available at Doors Equipment, 1468 Outer Hammond Street, Bangor.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, depend on the knowledge and experience of Hammond Lumber Company. Hammond's Home Planning Center will turn your ideas into accurate conceptual drawings, and 3D visualization is available. Your Hammond sales rep will prepare a materials list and cost estimate. And when you buy all of your materials from them, Hammond will refund all of your design fees. Hammond can deliver your order from any of their 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner since 1953.
Asking the right question can greatly impact your future.
Are you qualified to do this?
What?
Especially when it comes to your finances.
Are you a certified financial planner?
I'm a CFP professional.
CFP professionals are committed to acting in your best interest. That's why it's gotta be a CFP.
This is Eargo. They automatically enhance your hearing wherever you are.
Ours comes with buttons on the back, so you can fiddle around to your heart's content.
Like the 80s all over again.
Cool, right?
For a limited time, get $300 off our latest device.
Looking for a new work experience? Fox and ABC Bangor are partnering with local employers to feature the best local job opportunities, like this one.
Central Maine Exteriors is a home remodeling contractor specializing in windows, doors, siding, roofing, decks, as well as interior remodels and new construction. We are hiring framing and finishing carpenters. Call 290-2750.
Almost 1/3 of investment fraud victims are over 60. If someone offers you an investment, ask them these questions first. Are you licensed with the Maine Office of Securities? Are the securities registered? What are all of the risks and fees? How and when will I get my money back? Check before you invest. Contact the Maine Office of Securities. If we don't know, we can't help. And get the Smart Investors Checklist at investors.maine.gov.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Herman Motor Company. Whether you're looking for a new vehicle or to have your current vehicle serviced or detailed, Herman Motor Company has it all.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. We're going to kick things off out on the diamond. Maine baseball is on fire to start conference play, sweeping their first 2 America East opponents, and they've been getting a ton of production from the bottom of the order, specifically from the 9-hole. Ryan Sudol has the story.
It's good to get off to a hot start and start conference play 6-0. It's been great.
Maine baseball has swept their first 2 series in America East play and are out to their best conference start in 11 years.
That's the best part of it all, is just seeing a team win, seeing a team have success, and just going 6-0, hoping to make it 9-0, and just keep on improving.
Center fielder Dylan McNary has improved like crazy since last year, from just 7 at-bats his first season with Maine to being America East Player of the Week.
Coming off last year, had a little chip on my shoulder. 7 ABs, I wanted more. Everybody always wants more.
Well, he has nothing to lose. Yeah. He's playing the game for fun, and I think he's playing the game to win. It's what winners do.
The Villanova transfer bat .400, drove in 6 runs and hit 2 homers in the series against UMass Lowell. He did so, as he has all year, from the final spot in the order.
Being in the 9-hole, I hope they never take me out. We get a lot of fastballs down there, and then sets a table, score a lot of runs, and we got guys like Jake and Quinn and Jerry coming up after you.
So McNary is kind of a second leadoff guy, and when the top of the order doesn't come through as much, guys like him are catalysts to the team.
This past weekend, right, our top of the line didn't exactly produce a ton of runs for us. We don't win baseball games this past weekend without our 7, 8, 9 guys having success.
And the Black Bears look to duplicate that success this weekend against a struggling Albany team and extend their conference winning streak.
We're going to go out and try and get to their pen and try and make them show that they have some depth with their pitchers.
In Orono, I'm Ryan Sudol, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thanks for that, Ryan. Looking forward to those games this weekend. Let's stay on the diamond now. Big baseball sports block here. Red Sox in action, closing out their 6-game homestand to start 2023. Sox looking to avoid being swept by Pittsburgh. We're going to kick things off top of the 4th. First pitch of the inning. Carlos Santana gets a hold of this Corey Kluber breaking ball. That's going to go around the pesky pole. 1-0 Pirates. Top 6 now. Runners on the corner. Cabrian Hayes drops down this beauty of a bunt. Beats it out at first. That makes it 2-0. Sox now in a 4-0 hole in the 7th. Christian Arroyo lasers this one up the middle. That counts as an infield single. Tristan Casas scores. Later in the inning, Reese McGuire looks like he just tied the game on one swing of the bat right there. Originally called a 3-run shot to make it 4-4. After second glance, though, that ball is going to be called foul. Look at it right here, missing the pesky pole, and rightfully so. McGuire would go on to strike out to end the inning, and that would be the last good chance the Sox had. They fall 4-1.
We didn't play good baseball. We didn't. Obviously, the running game, we got to do a better job. We showed some flashes of, good stuff, but overall, like today, that wasn't good.
Definitely want to improve moving forward. They're in Detroit next. That's all the time we have for sports. Here's Conrad Sapinski with your full 5-day forecast. Conrad?
Thank you so much, Tyler. Our main weather today is brought to you by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studios in Penobscot Plaza in Bangor, providing custom ink by licensed artists for over 20 years. Okay, most of the state does have winter weather advisories, folks, and that's going to be in effect until 6 a.m. tomorrow. This is more for that wintry precipitation. What a mess outside. It's like that transition period between spring and winter. We do have that wintry precipitation indicated here in the pink colors, Greenville South, and then up north, though, into the Caribou area, we're looking at heavy snow showing up there, those darker blue colors, but lots of precipitation going all the way down south into Texas with some severe weather right about here, south of St. Louis. We're looking at lots of severe weather. Missouri, tornadoes outside. That is very, very dangerous. Please be careful if you do live, especially down south in the southerly states. All these storms are continuing to move east. For us, no severe weather, but we will transition into rain by tomorrow. So wintry precipitation tonight indicated in those pink colors. Then by tomorrow, temperatures rise and it's actually going to become rain. More on the scattered end. It's not going to be a downpour of rain by tomorrow. Scattered showers. And then by Thursday, Friday, let's say we are starting to clear up. and then it's going to look pretty clear. Snowfall-wise, though, that is going to be limited just north of Millinocket and Greenville area into the Caribou area where lots of snow is still going to be piling up. For us, though, rainfall-wise, plus that freezing rain, we're going to get maybe half an inch in some spots. The most eastern part of the state, we're looking at maybe over half an inch of rain in some spots, maybe 3/4. Temperatures, though, our average should be hovering close to 48 degrees. Can you believe that? Almost 50 degrees as our average high temperature. Tomorrow, we are near that, even slightly above. Then Friday, Saturday into Sunday, a little bit cooler and a beautiful rebound. Check that out. Monday into Tuesday next week, we're looking at 60s, even possibly even some 70-degree marks in our state. So very, very mild temperatures will be rolling on in. We need to deal with this mess first tonight. We're looking at temperatures close to the freezing mark. A whole mess, wintry mix tonight. Winds pretty light outside out of the southeast. Tomorrow, that wintry precipitation will be changing over to all rain. Temperatures will be warming up. We'll be hovering close to 51 degrees. A light wind once again out of the southwest, so that will not be a problem for us. And our extended forecast outlook does get much, much nicer. Temperatures Sunday on Easter look nice. We'll be near average with lots of sunshine, but next week, that's when the warmer air rolls in. 50s, 60s, maybe even 70s by next week. Beth and Peter?
Looking pretty peachy there.
Yeah, 70-degree possibility. I mean,
I'm almost not prepared.
Yeah, me neither.
Like I can just live in the mild temperatures with sunshine for quite a while before I need to start feeling real heat. You know?
Seriously,
yeah.
But that definitely gets me excited to hear that we're trending in that direction. Love to know that.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, there's still more to come. Stay with us.
Living in Maine means long, cold winters and hot, humid summers. Whatever the weather, Bangor Heat Pumps is your solution. Open 24/7, Bangor Heat Pumps takes care of you at home or at work. We operate statewide and service all brands and models. Understanding moving can be stressful. We will help move any units you may have. We offer a veterans discount in our home with a Capeless Hero discount. Visit us online at BangorHeatPumpsLLC.com or call or text us at 307-7746. Bangor Heat Pumps.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
This isn't your parents' photo booth. Premier Limousine and DJ present the latest in photo booth technology, the Magic Mirror Air Booth. We offer unlimited prints of beautiful 4x6 full-color photos and unlimited photos sent directly to your phone. The new Magic Mirror Air Booth is available for proms, weddings, birthdays, class reunions, and corporate events with one of the largest selection of props available. You can book the Magic Mirror Air Booth and DJ services separately or take advantage of our very popular package deal. Contact us at Premier Limousine and DJ.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
If you think you have Dupuytren's contracture, there's a simple test you can take. From anywhere, try to lay your hand flat against the surface. If you can't, you may have Dupuytren's contracture. Talk to a hand specialist about your options, including non-surgical treatments.
Tonight, the historic arraignment and fallout, plus the deadly tornado season with more strikes to come. Where the severe weather is headed, more Americans turn to the most watched program on television, World News Tonight with David Muir.
Welcome back. Well, this next story is about a sale of sorts, a dream for some that could now become a reality. Have you ever wanted to own your own fire truck? Well, Orono has recently retired a truck that is now up for bid. It's got 73,000 miles on it with a 1,000-gallon water tank. Go ahead and dream of what this would look like in your driveway. Orono is accepting sealed bids until 9 a.m. on April 28th at the Town Hall. You can stop by the Orono Fire Department to see the truck on Monday through Friday between 7 a.m. to 3:30 if you'd like to take a closer look. Really interesting to see that they're auctioning it off, and I wonder what someone would want to do with that. Is it?
There's no way I'm even trying to parallel park that thing.
Yeah,
and if I can't parallel park it, I won't drive it.
Exactly.
So there's that.
Although lots of room for doggos. I know that's
right.
one thing that is definitely on your list. But
plenty of room for dogs. So I guess we're ticking that box. But
right.
Other than that, yeah.
Yeah.
All righty.
Well, I'm sure it'll be fun to see the fate of that truck.
Well, and hopefully the money that they make from the sale will go to a good cause, the betterment of the department.
Absolutely.
All righty, folks. Well, that is going to do it for us. Take care and have a great night.
Good night, everyone.